Good morning, students. Till now we discussed about how to write a program for prime number detector in data flow description style. Okay. Anyway, by means of using three different type of concurrent statements, we can able to write data flow description style. So in that first one we discussed is by means of using the concurrent signal assignment statement, and second one is conditional form of the concurrent signal assignment statement, and third one is selected signal assignment statement. By means of using these three different concurrent statements, so we realized the program, data flow description style program for the prime number detector. Okay, so here I am supposed to discuss about by means of considering another example. So here I considered the half adder. For this particular half adder, so once again we are going to write a data flow description style by means of considering all those three different type of concurrent statements which we are using in data flow description style, such as concurrent signal assignment statement, conditional form of the concurrent signal assignment statement, and selected signal assignment statement. So for that reason, so first I drawn a logic diagram for that. Okay, so here my intention is to write a data flow description style for the half adder circuit. For that reason, first I realized a logic diagram where A and B are the inputs, sum and carry. Sum are indicated with S, carry are indicated with C, where sum equals to A XOR B. Okay, by means of performing these two XOR operations, you can able to get the sum, and by means of performing AND operation between the inputs, you can able to get the carry. So based on that, AB are the inputs and sum and carry are the outputs. So here, first let me consider the first type of concurrent statement. Okay, so which is concurrent signal assignment statement. That is the first one. Here I am considering concurrent signal assignment statement. So using of that particular one, so now I am supposed to write the program for half adder. Okay, anyway, concurrent signal assignment statement, if you use it means, then obviously we came to know that program structure belongs to data flow. Okay, while coming for this, first we are supposed to start with, we must add the library as well as package. So library we can able to add by means of considering the library clause. So library IEEE. The next package we are supposed to add by means of using use clause. Use IEEE library. Within that the package is std underscore logic underscore 1164.org. Okay, so these two statements are common. So after completion of writing library, declaring library and package, next we are supposed to write the entity declaration part. As I described previously, while we are writing entity declaration part, we are supposed to mention only inputs and outputs. By means of assuming, so the whole circuit is a black box. Okay, so considering that, so entity declaration part starts with the keyword entity, then entity name. Okay, so anything you can able to consider because of this is a user defined identifier. So half adder 1. So like a common practice that I mentioned, half adder 1. Entity name is, then ports we are supposed to mention using of a keyword port. So while coming for that, A comma B, these two are inputs. So mode is in, and the type signal type is, here we are going to consider it as std underscore logic. Okay, so by means of mentioning std underscore logic, so within those 9 values, any value you can able to assign to either A or B. Okay, so next to that, outputs we are supposed to mention S comma C, where S indicates the sum, C indicates carry. So these two are belongs to out. Okay, and single bits because of that std underscore logic. So with it, my code declaration part is over. Because of that, by means of closing that particular bracket, then after only we are supposed to place the semicolon. Okay, so code declaration is also over. Then after that, we are supposed to end that particular entity by means of writing and entity name, which is half adder 1. Okay. So this is a entity declaration part while coming for the half adder. The twin using of concurrent signal assignment statement. Next, while coming for that, after entity declaration part, next we are supposed to write the architecture definition. Starts with a keyword architecture. Architecture name. So in general practice, entity name underscore org. The same way, half adder 1 underscore org. Architecture name of entity name. Entity name is same as this. So half adder 1 is architecture name of entity name is. Entity name must be same as whatever we mentioned over here. Half adder 1. So next after that, so if there is any requirement for signal declarations, okay, and component declarations, function definitions, if there are any requirement is there, then we are supposed to mention before starting of the architecture body. But in this particular case, there is no intermediate signals, just inputs and outputs. By means of those, you can able to describe the functionality. So because of that, no need to describe so any internal signals over here. Okay, so because of that, directly no constants are required. So all those are all whatever we can able to mention in between architecture and begin, all those are all not required in this particular case. Because of the directly I am starting the architecture body. That architecture body starts with a keyword begin. So begin. Then next we are within the architecture body, we are supposed to write the concurrent statement. So here we consider the concurrent statement is concurrent signal assignment statement. Okay, concurrent signal assignment statement. So while coming further, what is the syntax? Signal name less than or equals to expression. So right hand side we are supposed to mention an expression. By means of evaluating that particular expression, we can able to get certain value. That value will be assigned to left hand side signal. So that is what the syntax of that particular concurrent signal assignment statement. Okay. So coming to that signal name, here output first, yes. Okay, less than or equals to, assigning operator. Then on the right hand side, so as I mentioned previously, by means of knowing the Boolean equations. So whatever you are writing within that particular architecture body, if you know the Boolean expression further, directly by means of using the built-in operators, you can able to write that particular one. Okay, so here also while coming for S, where how you can able to get that particular S, that is nothing but sum is by means of performing A XOR B. Okay, performing XOR operation between these two, you can able to get this sum. Anyway, XOR predefined, so built-in operator. Okay, so built-in operator that we have. So using of that particular one, directly you can able to describe the functionality. So because of that, S less than or equals to A XOR. Okay, so this is what the built-in operator that we have in VHDL to perform the XOR operation between the given inputs, XOR. So directly I used that particular one. So A XOR B. Okay, so that itself, by means of this particular statement itself, I can able to get the functionality of XOR operation between A and B, and that result will be assigned to signal name, which is S, which is sum in this particular case. And next to that, so carry. So less than or equals to, so how you can able to get a carry over there? By means of performing the AND operation between the given inputs. So in that regard, A and B. Anyway, we have predefined built-in operator which is AND as well. Okay. So because of that, considering that particular built-in operators, here directly I realized that particular functionality. While coming for C, performing AND operation between A and B, you can able to get so this particular carry output. Okay, so that is what regarding that particular one. Then so we mentioned all the functionalities within that. So because of that, next we are supposed to close that particular architecture by means of considering the end architecture name. So end architecture name is half adder 1 underscore arc. So that is what. So this is how to write a program. Okay. So for the concurrent signal assignment statement. Okay. So in data flow description style. So anyway, majority cases in data flow description style. So this one only we are preferring because it seems to be very easy compared to remaining two, conditional form and selected signal assignment. Anyway, depending on application, we can able to select any one, but majority cases while we are writing program in data flow description style, in majority cases we are going to consider this type of concurrent signal assignment statement only because of its simplicity. So the thing was predefined. Okay, Boolean operators we are using, built-in operators we are using directly. Okay, so these definitions you can able to get from those packages itself. Okay, which are already defined in that particular package. So based on that, that compiler came to know that how to perform that particular XOR operation between A and B, while coming for this how to perform AND operation between A and B. Okay, so this is how we can able to write in a simple way by means of considering the data flow description style. Okay, so this is what the half adder program using of the concurrent signal assignment statement. Okay, this is the first one. So next, so our intention is so to write data flow description style for half adder, that too by means of using the second type of concurrent statement, which is conditional form of the concurrent signal assignment statement. So using of this we are supposed to write. So what is the syntax for that? Signal length less than or equals to expression when Boolean expression else. So that is the syntax for that, as we already discussed. So using of that particular one, so now our intention is so to write a program for this particular half adder using of that particular conditional form of the concurrent signal assignment statement. Anyway, so logic circuit, logic diagram is same because of that. So first I mentioned the library, then package, then after that entity part. Entity declaration is same. Okay. Then after that architecture definition. So architecture name of entity name is. Then after that begin. So up to this particular one, it seems to be same as previous one. So whatever we developed the program, while in the case of concurrent signal up to this particular begin, for conditional form of the concurrent statement also up to begin. So both are same. So while coming for this, here we are supposed to use the conditional form of the concurrent assignment statement. So on the left hand side, signal name. Anyway, outputs sum and carry. So first I consider the S. Okay, less than or equals to expression. So what is the value we are supposed to assign over there? So for that, it's better to write a truth table for that. While coming for that, so here I am mentioning the truth table for that particular one, sum and carry, where sum is A XOR B and carry is A dot B. So coming to that, because of two inputs, total possible combinations are 4. Okay. Then while coming for sum, A XOR B, 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay, if the input consists of odd number of ones, then XOR output become 1. So because of that, based on that, 0, 1, 1, 0. So AND operation, you know that both inputs are 1, then only output become 1. For all remaining combinations, output become 0. So that is what. So based on that particular one, now you can able to derive this particular concurrent statement in conditional form of the concurrent signal assignment statement. While coming for first one, okay. So if you look at this particular one, so S assigned a value of, if both inputs are equal for 0, 0, 1, 1, okay. So S becomes 0. For remaining two combinations, S becomes 1. So that we can able to write it as is yes less than or equals to then expression. So here I mentioned a value 1. When, after that when, keyword when. So if you look at these two combinations, when A and B are different with each other, those two are not equal means in such case sum become 1. For all remaining cases, sum becomes 0. So in that regard, so S less than or equals to expression is 1. when A not equals to B. So that is the Boolean expression that I mentioned. So expressions are combines the Boolean terms with the predefined Boolean operators, okay, such as and or not. And Boolean terms are nothing but Boolean variables or results of the comparisons. Okay, so in that regard, so when A is not equals to B, this is how to represent the not equals to. Backward slash, okay, forward slash and equals to. Okay, A inequality, this one, or not equals to. A not equals to B, then obviously the output become, okay, 1. Sum become 1. Else 0. So this is how to represent that particular one. So with that, so we mentioned all the combinations. So whenever you mention this type of statements, by means of that particular statement, all possible input combinations we have to cover. So based on this, whenever A is not equals to B, for these two combinations output becomes 1. For all remaining cases, output becomes 0. That means sum becomes 0. So in the same way, next write a program for C, carry. So while coming for that, if both inputs are 1, then only output 1. For all remaining cases, output becomes 0. That's what we are supposed to mention. 1 when A equals to 1 and B equals to 1. Else 0. Okay, else 0. So that is what, by means of using these two concurrent statements, so we can able to describe the whole functionality of that particular one. Okay, so carry C less than or equals to 1 when both A and B becomes 1. So when A equals to 1 and B equals to 1. Else for all remaining cases, so carry must be assigned a value of 0. So in that regard, 0 will be assigned. So with that, I covered the whole functionality of that particular module. So because of that, next we are supposed to close that particular architecture by means of considering the end architecture name of adder 1 underscore arg. So this is how to write a program for that particular, okay, of adder by means of using the conditional form of the concurrent signal assignment statement. So now we will look at the third form in data flow description style. Okay, that is the selected signal assignment statement. So by means of using selected signal assignment statement, so here I would like to write program, okay, data flow program for half adder. Okay, anyway, as I mentioned in the last class, so this is how it seems to be. So while coming for this particular one, here I made one modification. So what was that? So at the input side, so previously two programs. So while I am writing program for conditional form of the concurrent signal assignment statement and conditional signal assignment statement, I considered A and B are the inputs. But instead of that, here I considered array. Okay. So where I assumed A equals to A of 0 and B equals to A of 1. So why I consider such as like that means, while coming for the syntax for this selected signal assignment statement, how it seems to be? So with expression select. In that particular expression, so majority cases we are going to mention the arrays itself. Then it seems to be easy to write program in that particular selected signal assignment statement. In that regard, so instead of considering two different inputs, I considered a single, okay, variable, so which is an array I considered over here. So because of that, compared with the previous one, where A is equals to A of 0 and B is equals to A of 1. Other than that, the remaining outputs are same. So whatever I considered in the previous example, where sum is represented with S and carry I represented with C, where sum equals to XOR operation between these two and carry is AND operation between the inputs A of 0 and A of 1. So I considered such as like that particular circuit. For that particular one, now I am supposed to write so program in by means of selected signal assignment statement. Okay, for the half adder, that too in data flow description style. Okay, so let me write the program for this. Anyway, for any particular program, so initially we are supposed to start with, we need to add the include the library as well as package. So because of that, here also the first, I am supposed to add the library by means of using the library clause. So library IEEE. Then second one is we are supposed to add the package within that particular IEEE library by means of using use clause. Use IEEE is the library, within that the package is std_logic_1164.all. Okay, so these two statements are common irrespective of whatever language, okay, whatever description style that we are following. Okay, then after that entity declaration part we are supposed to mention starts with a keyword entity name, because of this is an half adder 1. Okay, as a common practice I mentioned it as half adder 1. Entity name is, then we are supposed to mention the ports, inputs and outputs for that. Okay, while coming for that port, so here input I mentioned it as an array. So in that regard A colon mode is in. Then while coming for signal type is, because of it's an array, std_logic_vector. A is an array, so because of that it consists of 2 elements. So in that regard we are supposed to mention 1 down to 0. Okay. Then after that outputs, sum, carry. So mode is out. Then single bits, because of that std_logic. Then after closing the parenthesis, semicolon. Okay. Then after that we are supposed to close that particular entity and entity name half adder 1. Okay. So that is what the entity declaration part. Next after that we are supposed to start the architecture definition, which starts with a keyword architecture name. As a general practice, half adder 1 underscore arc of entity name half adder 1 is. Then after that anyway there is no intermediate signals and no need to mention any other constants, functions, procedure, whatever may be present in between architecture and before starting of the architecture body, whatever we represent, all these are all not required in this particular case. So in that regard directly I am starting the architecture body starts with a keyword begin. Next we are supposed to consider the selected signal assignment statement as a concurrent statement. So what is the syntax for that? With expression select, then f less than or equals to 0 when 0, 0, 0, 0. So that is what is syntax. So we already saw that particular one for prime number detector. Okay, so same thing here we are supposed to apply. So coming to that, before writing that, so by means of knowing the truth table, it's easy for you. Okay, so in that regard here I am describing the truth table for that particular one. So A of 1 and A of 0, sum and carry 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So these are all the 4 input combinations. While coming for some XOR operation. XOR operation nothing but, okay, if the input consists of odd number of ones, then output become 1. So because of that 0, 1, 1, 0. And while coming for carry, AND operation between inputs. So 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so that is the truth table. Based on that, now you can able to describe the concurrent statement by means of using the selected signal assignment statement. While coming for that, so where sum, so begin, what is the syntax? With expression select. So starts with a keyword with, here expression is input itself. Input is an array which is A. So expression here is A with expression select. Okay, then after that, so first I am mentioning the output yes. S. So where yes, if you look at this particular one, okay, for these 2 input combinations, yes become 0. For other remaining 2 combination, output become 1. So in that regard, so anyone you can able to start either output 0s or output 1. Let me consider S equals to 1 when so 0, 1 and 1 0. For these two input combination, output become 1 itself. Okay. So because of that, so when input is 0 1, okay, because of 2 bits double quotes, or 1 0. Okay, for these two input combinations, so then sum becomes 1. That's why I mentioned over here. S assign a value of expression, where expression this particular is 1 when 0 1 and 1 0. So next to that, so I need to cover remaining two statements as well. For those remaining two statements, obviously, so sum becomes 0. So in that regard, 0 when others. So directly you can able to mention it as others. So by means of mentioning others, it's not only going to cover these two. Anyway, here A, we mentioned it as std underscore logic underscore vector. So in that regard, std underscore logic underscore vector means you can able to assign any one of the 9 values, because std underscore logic it consists of 9 values. So in that regard, so 9 power 2. Okay, because of it consists of 2 elements, 9 square combinations you can able to represent for that. All those will be covered. Anyway, 2 combinations covered over here. Remaining all will be covered over here. In that regard, even though if you mention 0 when 0 0 1 1, if you written like that, so it's not cover the all combinations. Only this as per this particular truth table, we can able to cover the all 4 combinations. But while coming for this, here A we mentioned it as std underscore logic underscore vector. So in general, that one consists of total 9 combinations. Okay, so std underscore logic. So which is a 9 combinations. So in that regard, based on the 2 inputs, 9 square input combinations you can able to apply. So by means of mentioning others, we can able to cover all the remaining other than these two in that particular 9 power 2 combinations. Okay, total 81 combinations it consists of. So out of these we mentioned only 2 combinations, remaining all 79 combinations will be covered by means of this particular others. So in that regard, by default, so last statement you are supposed to mention with others. Okay, so next continuation of this particular one. So next we are supposed to represent the second output, which is carry. So S assigned a value of, while coming for this other than 1 1 combination for all remaining inputs, output becomes 0 itself. So in that regard, C is 1 when, okay, input is 1 1. Okay, this is the first one. So there is no semicolon over there. Okay, just comma. Okay, and while coming for this, this is the last one. That's why we are supposed to close semicolon. Okay. 1 1 0 when others. That is the last statement because of that semicolon. Remember that. So this is not the last statement, last choice. Then we are supposed to mention comma only. So whenever we reach the last one, then we are supposed to end with semicolon. Okay. Then sum carry. Then after that we are supposed to close that particular architecture with end half adder underscore arc. Okay, so that is how to write a half adder program by means of using the selected signal assignment statement in data flow description style. So you have to remember here is others must be present as the last statement, last choice. So because, so if you look at this particular one, you may think that only 4 combinations it consists of, but here the input I mentioned it as std underscore logic underscore vector, where by means of this I can able to give any one of the 9 values. Considering that 9 square combinations it consists of total 81. Okay, out of that only 2 mentioned, by means of mentioning others, remaining all 79 you can able to cover over here. In the same way for that one as well. So last one must be others, you need to mention. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much.